and a very warm welcome to yet another fascinating edition of the program, CSE Weekly, a weekly program that keeps you abreast on the activities and achievements of the Corporate Affairs Commission. My name is Rashid Mahi. Coming up, CSE announces new date for implementation of reviewed service fees. RG joins thousands of legal minds to attend the 2025 NBA Annual General Conference. CSE, NICOM to deepen collaboration on insurance reforms. Plus, focus on beneficial ownership disclosure. We will be right back.
Starting a business can be exciting, but it often comes with a mountain of paperwork and significant bureaucracy. But wait, there is an easier and better way. Introducing the new and highly improved CAC's Company Registration Portal, your AI-powered solution to effortlessly register your company and get started on your entrepreneurial and business journey. Thanks to the visionary leadership of Hussaini Ishaq Magaji, SAN, the Registrar General CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, your entrepreneurial and business journey will now be faster, smarter, and hassle-free. With our intelligent AI platform, your business registration journey has become easier. During this first phase of our three-phase deployment of AI, the AI CRP expedites your name availability process, as well as the company registration itself. The AI guides you step by step, ensuring everything is done correctly, with real-time error checking and name suggestions, making it cost-effective for you to achieve name availability and instant registration. Join the future of business registration. Visit www.pre.cac.gov.ng today.
Welcome back. And we begin with the cheering news for CSE's esteemed customers and stakeholders. The Corporate Affairs Commission wishes to notify its esteemed customers and other stakeholders that in demonstration of its unwavering commitment to service excellence, it has resolved to prioritize the full stabilization of the new company registration portal before the middle of September 2025. Consequently, and in order to deliver optimum value to its various stakeholders, the Commission has further deferred the implementation of the reviewed fees for its services. The new fees will now come into effect on 1st October 2025. This decision reflects the Commission's strong determination to ensure that the transition into the new regime of services is seamless, efficient, and beneficial to all. The Commission sincerely appreciates the patience, understanding, and cooperation of our customers and other stakeholders during this critical phase of transformation. We remain fully committed to building an intelligent, customer-centric registry that meets global standards. Signed, Management, dated 30th August 2025. We give kudos to the CSE for responding to the yearnings and aspirations of customers and stakeholders. Moving on to the largest annual gathering of legal minds on the African continent. The Registrar General CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussaini Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, on Sunday 24th August 2025, joined prominent personalities from within and outside Nigeria and over 20,000 lawyers who converge in Enugu State for the formal opening ceremony of the 2025 Annual General Conference, AGC of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA. Dignitaries at the week-long conference include former President Olusegun Obasanjo, the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, and South African politician Julius Malema, among others. Prior to the opening ceremony of the conference, themed Stand Out, Stand Tall, the NBA President Mazi Alpha Masugwe had earlier led thousands of lawyers in a health walk across major roads of Enugu. Mazi justified the choice of Enugu for the conference as he said, it is the capital of the Southeast region and also the home of hospitality, beauty, and peace. To ensure a robust conversation about building Nigeria and making it an economic giant in Africa, Alpha Masugwe said Julius Malema was chosen as keynote speaker, while former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo was voted to be the chairman of the opening ceremony. In accordance with its tradition of keeping customers abreast with developments surrounding operations, the Commission welcomed numerous customers to its booth at the week-long conference. The CAC assembled a hard-working team to attend to inquiries and give instant resolution to customers' complaints and challenges. One of the several customers who visited the CAC stand, Grace Chika, spoke to CAC Weekly.
My name is Grace Chika Ejigwe, the managing partner of Value Gate Attorneys. I am an accredited representative agent of CAC, and for a very long time I am in Lagos. For some time now, we used to get into the office at Lagos when we have issues. But for a very long time, we didn't have that, and it was really terrible. You send in information, you have an automated reply without further action. So my comment to actually what brought me here is that there's a letter I wrote since July 2024 that I've not received a response because there was nobody to talk to. So, but my coming to this stand today, I'm so excited. I've got Mr. Uko to talk to me, and he gave me his contact to continue to relate with him. And then as a matter of fact, I'm very excited. I think my issue is almost resolved now as it is. Thank you.
So any advice to CAC?
Yeah. Advice that I would do is that if CAC can once in a while, especially now they are doing automation, if they can once in a while come and educate the public, or even if it's just the lawyers, as they are right now, the other things they can organize on their own, or when there are other activities, there should be an announcement to let lawyers know that they will be available. Although we know, but I'm sure not everybody is aware, so that people who have issues will come and visit their stand for interaction.
The MBA conference also had some side attractions. From Enugu, we move to the Federal Capital Territory, where the Registrar General visited the CAC call center to feel the pulse of valued customers as regards challenges experienced with the Commission's services. The CAC boss reassured stakeholders that stability of the new AI-powered company registration portal, ICRP, was a top priority as the Commission's dedicated team and service providers were working around the clock to address identified challenges and concerns raised by valued customers and stakeholders. Hussein Ishaq Magaji reaffirmed determination to achieve full stability of the portal at all costs. And moving on to inter-agency collaboration. The Registrar General, CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussein Ishaq Magaji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, fellow Chartered Institute of Secretaries and Administrators, received the Commissioner for Insurance and CEO of the National Insurance Commission, NICOM, Olusegun Ayo Omoshehin, and his management team at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. The visit focused on strengthening inter-agency collaboration to advance the Nigeria Insurance Industry Regulation Act, NIRA 2025, and support the federal government's economic reform agenda. Both commissions agreed to establish a joint technical working group to drive initiative on data integration, regulatory oversight, and digital transformation, underscoring their shared commitment on transparency, compliance, and investor confidence. The long-standing partnership between CAC and NICOM continues to highlight the importance of regulatory synergy in building a robust business environment for Nigerians. Still talking collaboration, the Registrar General has received the Honorable Minister of Youth, Mr. Ayodele Olawande, to discuss fresh collaborations to empower Nigerian youth with opportunities in business registration, innovation, and growth, powered by CSC's ongoing AI reforms. And from series of collaborations, we now move straight to our interview segment to continue our discussion on CSC's beneficial ownership register, disclosure and compliance. Our guest still remains Maimunat Amu Modi, Assistant Director and Head Status Desk. Sit back, relax, and enjoy watching.
The main objective of the BOR is, aside from disclosure, it is also to curb corruption, money laundering, and all of that. Can you see today that the BOR has helped reduce money laundering, financial fraud, or corruption in any way?
Well, from what the feedback we get from law enforcement agencies, it has certainly helped in their investigation. And this has gone a long way in fighting corruption. It has also helped them in preparing their cases for prosecutions. So I will say that it's quite helpful to the law enforcement agencies.
Okay, so beyond filing their BOR, do companies really have other responsibilities that they need to know?
Yes, beyond filing with CAC, it's a mandatory requirement under the Companies and Allied Matters Act that companies should maintain registers. So PSC register is one of those registers that companies should maintain. The requirement is where the PSC is a member of the company that has a share in the company. The company will just indicate in the same register of members that person is a PSC. However, in a situation where the PSC is not a shareholder, the companies are required to have an independent register in addition to the register of members, which has the details of the PSCs.
Okay. When you say independent register, that would just only be for the people with significant control?
Yes, it will just be for persons with significant control. That is in situation where the persons with significant control are not members. You know, when we spoke about the definition of persons with significant control, we talked about persons that own 5%, have 5% or voting rights, or have influence over the company, or can influence appointment or removal of majority of directors. So that implies that there could be a situation where a PSC is not necessarily a member or a shareholder in a company. So in such situations, in addition to the register of members, the companies are required to also maintain an independent register containing the names and details of the persons with significant control.
Okay. When people go for, the task force, when they go for compliance, do they check these registers?
Yes.
To ensure that, they are well, they are being done well?
Yeah, this is part of the requirements. These are part of the things that the officers check.
Okay.
Apart from the register of members, they also check the register of persons with significant control, in addition to other requirements under the law, like displaying of registration number, RC number, and other registers that are required, like register of debenture holders and other registers provided under the Act. So they do check these registers, and where there are they are not done in requirements of the law. Like I said, it's also a way of sensitizing the companies. They guide them on how well to keep these registers.
Okay. How much is the commission expected to rake in from this non-compliance, this sanction, this 10,000 naira sanction?
You mean in terms of amount? Well,
yes.
It's not about making money.
Yeah.
It's not about making money. It's basically about having companies that are fully in compliance with the requirements of the law, and then ensuring that not just having large number of companies within the country, but companies that will have impact in the economy and are being that are active and functioning.
All right. So if you are talking to somebody like me who has not registered, or has not filed my BOR, what exactly will you be telling companies like me?
I will make you understand the importance of PSC disclosure, because you need to know that it's about transparency, and then it's an international standard, and anybody dealing with your company will want to know who the actual persons behind these companies are, and nobody will want to deal with a company that is not compliant with the requirements of the law. These are things I will tell you, and I'll also tell you about the sanctions, which has implications, financial implications.
Okay, you also tell me that the BOR is a global phenomenon.
Yeah, it is an international standard. And wherever you're going to transact, for example, companies that engage in public procurements, it's a requirement to have your annual returns up to date. There's what is referred as the letter of good standing, which certain organizations require for purposes of public procurement. And without having your annual returns and your persons with significant control information up to date, you will not be able to access this letter of good standing. So it's which will be a negative, which will have a negative impact on the company.
For contract.
That is it.
Or qualified to even have one.
Qualified to have one, yes.
Okay. So companies must ensure that they file their persons with significant control
And
if they want to
annual
remain
returns.
in business.
Certainly.
What a wonderful interview there by Memunat Hamu Aliyu. Now take a look at this message on the importance of PSC filing straight from the Registrar General's desk.
Did you know that it is now mandatory by law for companies to declare all persons with significant control of ownership of company to the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC)? Listen to the Registrar General of the CAC.
By the extant regulation in Nigeria, the identity of the person behind any company must be disclosed.
By virtue of Section 119 and 791 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act of 2020 and the Person with Significant Control Regulations of 2022, the law aims to enhance transparency in corporate ownership across Nigeria.
Any person or any individual with ultimate power or with 5% interest holding must disclose his identity.
Under this law, any company that fails to disclose the beneficial owner of its company or the ultimate person in the company who has influence either directly or indirectly, or the person with 5% shareholding and above or voting rights may face serious consequences.
The law required that any person who assumed that position must disclose that position to that company within 7 days. And the company must communicate same and file same to the Corporate Affairs Commission within 30 days.
The identity of the beneficial owner must be a name of a natural person. Failure to comply attracts daily penalties imposed by law.
If it is a natural person, it attracts 5,000 daily from the date of breach. But if it is a unnatural person, it requires 10,000 from the day of the breach to the day of compliance, and it also attracts administrative penalties by the Corporate Affairs Commission.
The CAC reserves the right to refuse to receive any filings from any non-compliant company or even to list the company from its register. For more details, check the Person with Significant Control website at bor.cac.gov.ng or visit the Corporate Affairs Commission's official website at www.cac.gov.ng. CAC, committed to prompt and efficient service.
Hello, Nigeria. You can now register your limited partnership LP using the CAC end-to-end registration portal. It is important to know that a limited partnership is a partnership arrangement comprising at least one general partner and one limited partner. It shall not exceed 20 persons. This tutorial video is divided into 2 phases, which will help you navigate this process easily. Phase 1. Name reservation. First, let's find out if the name is available and reserve the name. Step 1. Log on to your dashboard using your username and password and click on New Name Reservation. Step 2. Under Name and Type, under the Classification of Business button, choose Limited Partnership as the specific type. Enter your proposed names and ensure it ends with the word Limited Partnership or LP. Ensure you fill in all fields marked with a red asterisk. Click on Save and Continue. Step 3. Under Objectives, pick New Incorporation as your reason for the reservation and click on Save and Continue to preview. Step 4. Click on Pay via Remitter to proceed to payment. Step 5. On the Remitter page, click on Submit. This will bring up a list of options you can use for the payment. After making payment, you will be automatically redirected to your dashboard and your reservation will enter the pending panel. Phase 2. Registration. Now that we have reserved the name, let's now proceed to register the limited partnership business. Step 1. On your dashboard, click on the reserved panel. This will bring up your approval history. Step 2. Click on the Start Registration button beside the approved limited partnership name. Step 3. Under Business Details, enter your business details and click on Save and Continue. Step 4. Under Particulars of Partners, there are 2 types of partners, limited partners and general partners. Click on either Add Individual Limited Partners or Add Individual General Partners and enter the particulars of each partner. Please note that a corporate entity and a minor can be either a limited or general partner, in which case particulars of the entity or the minor must be filled as well. Step 5. Under Nature of Business, enter the nature of business and describe the business by filling in the Other Nature of Business description box and click Add Nature of Business button to add. Then click the Save and Continue button to proceed. Step 6. Under Partnership Agreement, enter the details and information of the witness to the agreement and click on the Add Partnership Agreement or Adopt Default Partnership Agreement button. Click on Save and Continue. Step 7. Under Document Upload, scan the means of identification chosen in Step 4 above for all the partners in one PDF file and upload it by clicking the Upload button. Upload the scanned versions of the signature of each partner and witnesses. Click on Save and Continue to preview your entries. Step 8. When you have verified your entries, click on Proceed to Payment to pay for your registration. Remember to remain on the Remitter page after you have received a confirmation of payment. You will be automatically redirected to your dashboard where you can download your receipt.
When your registration has been approved, your certificate will be automatically generated on your registered panel where you can download and print it.
Such a beautiful delivery there by the RG. And now, do you know that by the provisions of Section 421, subsection 1 of CAMA 2020, the annual return of a company limited by shares or guarantee or unlimited shall be completed, signed and delivered to the Corporate Affairs Commission not later than 42 days after the annual general meeting for the year? So have you updated your records with the CAC? Well done if you have, and you have yet to do that. Please hurry now to www.cac.gov.ng to file your return to avoid being struck off. The CAC remains committed to working hard to provide prompt and efficient service to customers in line with global best practices. And that does it for this week's edition of the program CAC Weekly. We hope you enjoyed watching. For comments and inquiries, please take advantage of our social media handles and helpline. The address on Instagram is Corporate Affairs Commission, and on Facebook is Corporate Affairs Commission. And on X, formerly Twitter, the address is @CAC Nigeria 1. The email service still remains cservice@cac.gov.ng. Website address remains unchanged. It is www.cac.gov.ng. Call center number is 07080629000. Do join us next week for another interesting edition of the program, same time, same station. And for me, Rashid Mahe, and the whole team is bye for now.